and yesterday, we successfully executed search and arrest warrants at 10 separate locations and arrested 5 suspects so far throughout Southern California. I'm going to break down the details of this operation in a moment, but first, I just want to make one point very clear. This is just the latest example of the California DOJ's longstanding, ongoing, and successful efforts to combat hospice and Medi-Cal fraud.
The state of California says that if a doctor is involved with any more than even just a few hospices, it is a sign of potential fraud. At the heart of the industry are doctors who are trusted to sign off on care. But in records for the active physicians caring for terminal patients, one stands out. A man whose name appeared on claims from 126 hospices and had 60% more in Medicare reimbursements than the next closest doctor in 2024, the last full year of available data. Dr. Rajiv Bouva. My name is Adam Yamaguchi. I'm a correspondent with CBS News, and we're doing a story about hospice, and we're just trying to understand how often he's here.
I didn't see him
in a long time. Neither had many of the hospices we visited. We wanted to find Dr. Bouva to ask how he managed to work for so many different providers. So we followed a trail of hospice offices linked to his name and Medicare claims totaling $71 million in 2024 across the LA basin. We understand that Dr. Rajiv Bouva is the medical director here. We're just trying to get some information about it. He's not?
No.
Was he at some point?
Yes, he was.
But you're telling me he no longer is associated with you guys?
No.
Was he at some point?
Thank you.
On average in California, a hospice doctor cares for about 140 patients in a year. In 2024, claims with Bouva's name were submitted for nearly 2,800 terminally ill patients.
There's no reason to think that that's legitimate.
Dr. Christina Newport has been in the hospice field for 18 years. There are a range of reasons why one physician might be identified in connection with the care of so many patients, including stolen identity.
If someone is really effectively evaluating the plan of care for every patient that they admit to the hospice, which is their job and their responsibility, they, would have a superhuman schedule to do that.
All right. So why do we care about this, Shelley? Because it's my money. Give me my money back. Again, I'm going to say it again. I probably have said it 15 times already. Medicare, Medicaid, and if you want to add in Social Security, those are some of the 3 biggest bureaucratic programs that are ripe for fraud. And let me tell you how this really works, okay? Number one, all these offices that have taken on this home care for these hospice patients, right? That's number one. What they do is they will assign doctor, and these people are always not American, okay? They will assign the doctor's name as the overseer, the director, okay? They haven't seen him in months, if not years, okay? Who's taking care of these patients? Well, they have people to go out. They have nurses to go out to see the patients, right? They have nurses to go out, other staff to go out and see the patients. Again, now most people, terminal, you might think, let's say within 3 months. Terminal doesn't always mean within 3 months, okay? Nope. It doesn't. That's just hospice patients. It's a different billing, if you will, different category of billing. So all these different facilities have him listed as their medical director. He may have signed off on their, their business plan, so to speak, saying that he would be the director, but he's never seen half of those patients.
What he's doing is signing the orders.
That's it.
And this is how he gets paid, because simply being on the board of directors is not enough to get you a check. So generally what happens is if one of our patients goes into hospice or palliative care, right, we get a notification that says, Joe Schmo is critically ill, or the life expectancy less than 36 months, his family has requested, or another provider, a doctor at an ER or something has said that he needs to move into a skilled nursing, a hospice, or palliative care. And we say, oh, okay. So the first thing they do is they start faxing orders, and the orders are the nurses and the occupational therapist and the physical therapist, the radiologist, everybody, pulmonologists got their hands up, and saying, hey, I saw this patient. This is my plan of care. This is what I plan to do. The nurse says, this is the medication that we're giving, and we're going to give it this time. So you get this stack of papers of all of these care providers who are all getting paid to see this patient.
Auto pen.
And the doctor's signature goes on the bottom, and I'm emailing it back to them, or I'm faxing it back to them. This is how he's able to see 2,800. And I guarantee you his auto pen is getting a workout. I guarantee you the places where he hasn't been in more than a year, there's somebody there that's using Adobe to cut and paste his signature on the bottom of
Absolutely.
those orders. This is how you become the worst thing in medical billing, which is we call a Medicare outlier. Now, if there had been other people who were as skilled at grifting as he was, they would not be on to him. But what they're saying is most of these doctors are only seeing 140 patients. You're seeing 2,800. So in the Medicare world, they draw a little circle and say, okay, everybody fits in this circle. So this is fine, even though it may not be. But they say, since everybody's doing it, it must be good. But here's this one guy
Outlier.
who's doing so much more than everybody else. What is he doing that's different? And that's what makes them red flag you. And then they start going like the reporter did. They go to these places and say, well, when was the last time you saw him?
Right.
And when was the last time? But here's the difference. CBS News has no problems with shouting him out, calling his name. What Medicare will do to not be embarrassed is kind of sweep it under the rug. They'll tell him, you need to write a plan of correction. Stop doing this. Stop stealing our money. And it'll go on for years.
Yeah.
He'll hire an attorney
And he's
that will
still got
fight
checks
it,
coming in.
and he's still getting paid.
He still got checks coming
And
in. You know why he
he's
got
still
checks
getting
coming in? Because all those patients that were already processed,
That are
right?
already
And
assigned
they're
to
already
him.
in the system, he's going to still get paid for those, whether he should or should not, but he will.
He will, and he will
Well, it's
continue.
not
to get
just
paid.
folks, it's not just the doctors. So California has something also called IHSS. So it presents itself as an instrument of compassion, directing billions to caregivers who help with cooking, personal care, laundry, and other daily needs inside, recipients' homes. But a growing number of experts and critics argue that this program is also rife with fraud, losing roughly an estimated $6 billion to $12 billion yearly to scammers. Meantime, the state's powerful home care unions collect more than $149 million in membership dues. This is, again, see, it's the unions funneling money into the political network supporting Newsom and California Democrats. So that's another thing. The medical system has these unions as well.
Absolutely.
And these unions generally donate to Democrats. So they're grifting off the top, these union bosses, and also they're giving to the Democrats so these people can stay quiet about it.
And you said this here, it's already here. That program that California had,
it's been here since 70.
Oh, it's all we have services like that here.
Arnold Schwarzenegger had actually, when he was governor, he saw how it was boondoggling and had tried to make it smaller. He's tried to cancel it out. But once he got out of office, the Democrats kept pushing it on and on, and now it's larger than that.
That's their backdoor way, like you said, the unions and the people, the actual workers, they're not necessarily taking out union dues from their check.
Right.
It's coming in through the vouchers through the back way. And so
Right.
they, like you said, they take. So these programs are all over the country.
Mhm.
They are certainly, maybe in blue states more, but just think about it. Like they talk about all these services that popped up lately in California and other states. Why did they come up? Why did they pop up so suddenly?
Somebody's getting paid.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Well, everybody's getting paid.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. I mean, they're not doing this. They don't want big government and all these social programs for the goodness of their hearts,
Mhm.
because they see people are in need.
Mhm.
They don't. They want this because they are somehow getting paid off the back end. That's what this is about. And so this is why we got to start pushing back against these programs. And then when we say something about it, we're called names.
Yeah, you're
and
not
heart.
compassionate.
Exactly.
You're right. Yeah, you're not.
But we
Republicans
see
are cold-hearted.
exactly.
Yeah.
But these programs generally are not helping like they're supposed to be helping.
Well, I'm already cold-hearted because I told y'all I don't want to take care of nobody else's snotty nose rugrat brat. I don't. So that's just that. We have some super chatters here, and I do want my money back. I want you all to get your money back. I'm tired of Americans, regular, everyday Americans, hardworking Americans. I'm tired of us getting the shaft.
Yeah.
I'm tired of us supporting everybody else's program, politics, if you will, to stay in power, and it never benefits us. They only take more and more. I don't have any more milk to give.
No. My titties are perky but dry.
Mine are just big.
We almost made it the
They're
whole
big.
show. We got real.
I mean, they look like they got a lot of milk in them, but they don't. That's just, family trait. Whatever. They're just
Lord
big.
have mercy. Lord.